Hi guys, so the latest political storm involves a football match. Yes, an Israeli football team is due to play Aston Villa in a few weeks' time, and the fans of that Israeli team have been banned from attending. Now, Reform UK and the Tories have jumped on this bandwagon, claiming that it's anti-Semitic and, of course, attacking Keir Starmer. Have a listen to this.
Let's bring you some breaking news now about Aston Villa's match against Maccabi Tel Aviv in a few weeks. Well, our sports correspondent Rob Harris has more details on it. Rob, what else can you tell us?
Aston Villa has been told by the authorities in Birmingham that no fans of the Israeli club Maccabi Tel Aviv may attend the Europa League match against Aston Villa at the start of November. They're citing safety concerns. There had been growing questions in the Birmingham area about this fixture, the potential particularly for pro-Palestinian, anti-Israeli protests to take place around this match. Talks have been going on for weeks, and we understand meetings today have led to this decision. Now, there are a couple of statements. Aston Villa very much clearly making out it's not their decision, this. West Midlands Police have said that it's all based on the safety certificate from the West Midlands Safety Advisory Group. This is issued by Birmingham City Council, and they're saying that the decision is based on current intelligence and previous incidents, including violent clashes and hate crime offences that occurred during the Ajax Maccabi Tel Aviv match last November. Now, what happened in Amsterdam was there are many fans of the Israeli club set upon in Amsterdam ahead of that game. There were various locals convicted of those attacks. They were seen as anti-Semitic attacks. Some of the fans of Maccabi Tel Aviv were also heard chanting anti-Arab slogans, also accused of tearing down Palestinian flags. We've asked West Midlands Police who they are saying those hate crime offences were committed by in terms of leading to this decision. They're not expanding beyond this statement. But
okay, so the football match is going ahead, but the Israeli fans are not going to be attending. Now, Sky News didn't go into much detail, but they actually posted this clip last November, about the attacks that took place in Amsterdam.
Violence in Amsterdam left at least 5 people injured and dozens have been arrested. But what happened? Supporters of Israeli football club Maccabi Tel Aviv arrived in Amsterdam ahead of their UEFA Europa League match against Amsterdam club Ajax. On Wednesday, social media videos verified by Sky News show Maccabi Tel Aviv fans tearing down Palestinian flags from outside of homes. Other social media videos appeared to show residents chasing Maccabi Tel Aviv fans. On Thursday, just before the game, crowds of Maccabi fans were filmed singing racist and anti-Arab songs. While a pro-Palestinian demonstration had been banned by the mayor over fears there would be clashes. Later that evening during the match, Israeli supporters appeared to disrupt the minute silence for Valencia flood victims with chants, whistles and fireworks.
Okay, so there were victims. There was a moment's silence for the victims, and the Israeli fans cheered and jeered and threw fireworks when there was supposed to be a moment of silence. They arrived in the town and caused trouble. And of course, what's happening now is that the mayor of Birmingham is saying we don't want these, or the police in Birmingham are saying we can't run the risk of allowing these fans here. They're hooligans. We don't want hooligans in the town, and the hooligans are going to cause trouble. And of course, if they see Palestinian flags around, they're going to tear them down, and they're going to run into situations where they're fighting the people on the street. Like they're supposed to come and watch a football game, but they can't do that. They're not capable of doing that. So they should stay home. I honestly don't understand. This applies to any hooligan. For example, in 2023, there was a match against Napoli, and the fans were banned, or the game was actually cancelled, I believe, because of security concerns, because there were hooligans coming from Italy who were going to cause trouble. So if they don't have the functioning brain to sit down and watch a game and enjoy the game and then go home, then they shouldn't be there. There's no justification for engaging in this type of violence. There's no justification for engaging in street fights with members of the public. What's wrong with these people? Like, the response from the Tories and Reform is, this is anti-Semitic. No, this is anti-hooligan. The hooligans have no justification to be there. They should stay home. Do something constructive with their lives. I honestly don't understand this. You know, I'm not a sports fan, but something I admire, at least when it comes to rugby fans, is at the end of a game, people are all friends. English fans, Irish fans at a rugby game can sit in a pub together, have a pint together, and at the end have a laugh and joke together. How is it not possible when it comes to football? I honestly don't understand that. Where does this hooligan mentality come from? It needs to be stamped out, and one way of stamping it out is saying you're not allowed to go to the game. You have created this situation yourself. A way of dealing with this would be the club only issue tickets to people who have a justification to be there. If you're a hooligan, you're banned. We're not going to sell you a ticket. And in order to buy a ticket, you need to have ID or something like that. And anyone who has engaged in any sort of violence is banned. They're not able to attend any of the matches. That's the way to deal with this. Kick these people out. What's the point in having a game where people are not interested in actually watching the game? They're more interested in causing trouble. So the police, when it came to Birmingham, were completely correct. The hooligans have no right to be in the city. All they're going to do is cause trouble, damage public property, and who's going to pick up the tab for that? The taxpayer. The hooligans are not going to pay damages. The club is not going to pay for the damage. So what's the point in inviting these people to the town or to the stadium? The police were completely correct here. And anyone who says different is completely wrong, I'm sorry to say.